For my notable psychologist project, I chose John B. Watson, an American psychologist who was made famous by his discovery or his creating the theory of behaviorism. Behaviorism is the theory that human and animal behavior can be explained in terms of conditioning or the environment. So basically, the environment manipulates one's behavior and it's the greatest indicator of it. John B. Watson was made famous when he made his writings called Psychology as the Behaviorists Use It in 1913. In these writings, he made some very crucial points to his theory. Most importantly, that behavior is learned from the environment. Behaviorism is primarily concerned with observable behavior, that there is a minimal difference between animal and human's behavior, and that behavior is based on responses to different stimuli, like what we see or we just saw in the chapters about operant and classical conditioning. The most famous experiment that he conducted was during the Little Albert experiment. So that basically was used classical conditioning. In this, John B. Watson took an infant called Albert, or what he called a tabula rasa, a blank slate, and said that he can manipulate Albert to behave in a way he hadn't before. So he took a white rat and a series of objects, and Albert had no notable reaction to these. But then when he would bang a hammer, whenever little Albert saw a white rat, little Albert began to cry. And Watson kept on banging a hammer whenever Albert saw the white rat, and Albert then began to cry whenever he just saw the white rat, even though the white rat initially hadn't made him cry. Therefore, the environment or changes in his environment depicted his behavior. The conclusion of this experiment helped prove that the environment does have strong influence on behavior, thus proving Watson correct. Another example of Watson's influence was with psychologist B.F. Skinner. B.F. Skinner used operant conditioning, so he also uses the environment to prove how it can depict behavior by using positive and negative reinforcements and punishments. As for today, Watson still has a great impact in the therapeutic and medical settings, such as with eye movement desensitization reprocessing, created by Francine Shapiro. It's EDMR for short. This treatment uses the behavioral therapy and eye movement to treat patients who have undergone a traumatic experience or just have stressful memories in general that affect their daily lives. Though this process is pretty different from the Little Albert experiment, it is type of behaviorism nonetheless. Thank you for watching.